Hi, the Military Paul with the first update on the HMS Nelson, and the reason I'm doing that is because I did some work on it after I carried on doing the propellers. When I showed Ron how to do how I did the actual propeller shafts, and now I've gone to fit and this look nice on the rear ship, blocking them holes that are in the rear where the propeller shafts come out. So what I've carried on, I actually got the deck in place, as you're going to see in a minute. I've also done some portholes all the way along the side. And I've also done some research and found out, which I'm going to explain again when I do it in a minute, about some 4 portholes on either side on the stern. They're actually not portholes, they're actually square, like windows. But it's basically got an armour plate on it, obviously. But basically, they swing when they open. They swing towards the bow, both sides. And I've seen it in photographs. I've even got a couple of photographs on my iPad just to make sure. And I've looked elsewhere, but I've not seen many modelers do it at all. But I'm thinking of trying to do that. And I have got an opportunity to do that on this one. We basically most probably drill the whole portholes out and then cut squares on both sides, and then go inside from because I can still get to them from the inside, and put some plastic card inside there so it blanks them out, because they are, and then cut plastic card to the size of each square, each one, using me chopper, little guillotine is there's another word for it, they call it a chopper. Guillotine, basically, to do that, and then insert that into the hole to fill it up, and then put a little hinges. There's 2 hinges on each one, obviously to the bow, to actually undo and close. And I've seen them open, so it looks nice. I won't have mine open, I haven't closed, but they will be represented in there, and they are slightly recessed because you can see the shadow around the door frame. So anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. It's be an extra bit, but it's worth having a go, and if I think I can do it, I'm going to do it, and I most probably will try, knowing me. So anyway, down to the bench now to see what I've done. The deck went down beautifully, and I'm really happy with that, and Ron had already said that the deck fits well. So here we go, down to the bench. Well, we're back, and as you can see, she's on the desk, on the actual workbench. I've actually, I'm still working on my Storm Tiger, by the way, but I just done this a bit this morning and a bit yesterday, in between doing bits for the Storm Tiger. And what I've actually done is got the deck completely in place now, and I'm really happy with that. It was actually really went down flush and smooth, apart from that lip that you've got all the way around, and that goes all the way around even to the bows, which is good. And I used Ron's method from Winnipeg, and I actually, but the only slightly thing is I actually got the deck in place from the actual stern. If I just pull it round slightly, oops, the stern here, and glued it in place with extra thinner. Now what I was doing is working my way both sides all the way then to the bow. When I got to the bow, I actually got to the bow, what I did is I got my trusty tin with a bit of foam on the deck, and then this sitting on top, and elastic bands, which is a method that Ron uses, and held that in place overnight. And I mean, it had gone down in place. I just run the glue all the way around the deck as I went from the back stern to the bow, and that bit was elastic bands on the front with the tin, and it really worked well, and it's in there solid. And once I'd done that, I tied it up a little bit, and I thought myself, right, what else? And today I got up and I was doing a bit of modelling after we'd been out for a walk, and I've looked at the portholes. I thought, well, why not drill the portholes out? Because crystal clear works really well, and I've seen all the pictures of the Nelson, and in part of the Rodney as well, with their portholes showing clearly that they was actually, the window was open on the inside, because I think they put a armoured shield or a protector to cut the light out as well on the inside of the ship, and the portholes would be closed off, but the glass was there. So what I've done is I've drilled them all out, and I've seen the one with we're in port, and what I used is this. The Tamiya drill, because it actually, so I'll cut my finger, not on the modelling, it's downstairs. And this drill, brilliant. It's got a slow speed, quite a low slow speed anyway. And I just laid the pressure in the porthole and let the drill do the work on all holes. And it didn't take too long to do. I've done them all, but I've left 4 at the stern and not completed. The reason being is I've seen a photograph where the 4 stone portholes where it says remove a bit in the kit. They're not actually portholes, they're actually square hatches that open from the inside out, and they all open to the 4 on both sides, open to the bow, towards the bow, and it's one plate. So I'm contemplating doing that as well. So and I've seen quite a few pictures like it, but I haven't seen any kits with it on where they've actually done that. But to me, in 1945 the Nelson had it, and I think I've seen a picture of Rodney having it earlier on as well. So and as well as the Nelson. So I'm going to try and do that. But no, I don't have to go right through that hole, but I can at the stern actually, but basically because I can get cover the holes up with plastic on the inside. But I might just grind it down so it's level. I'm going to see if it doesn't work. If I don't think it can be done comfortably and look nice, what I'll do is I'll drill those portholes and put them in as they are. But I'm hoping that's what I can do. So that's where I'm at now. I have got a photo etch kit with this one, and the wood decking, like I said, and it's the I'll try and see if I can get it up because I've got it over here. Yeah, it's a value pack, Nelson value pack. Here it is. It's an MK that designs, and it's the value pack, and it gives you the reels in resin with all the actual hose on them already, which is pretty nice, and a bit of a masting, I think that is, and some shell cases, I believe. But anyway, oh yeah, and torpedoes. They were. So you can see the deck. There's the deck. So this is what I'm going to be working on, and you can see all the hatches and bits and pieces, the railings. You get the railings with the kits, and I'm going to be using the kit parts as much as possible. But if when I get to the PE, that's what I should do. Be adding some of that as well. So this is going to be a long build. This ain't going to be an overnighter. But I want to do other bit kits as well. But this is. I'm really happy to start this. Well done, Ron, for getting me started. So yeah, really pleased. There is some holes along the stent above the waterline that actually just indentations that you could drill out, because that's I believe that's the bilge pumps. I believe I'm going to look into it first, and they've got them just down the side. You can see little holes. If not, they're still in indentation, so you could actually work with that anyway. And I might stay with that. There is some small little portholes. Which I need a smaller drill for. There's about 4 or 5 on each side. I might do those as well, but we'll see. But anyway, as you can see, if I lift up, you'll see what I mean more. There they are. They've all been. That's the blood from my hand earlier on. I've been touching it a little bit. I'm going to have to go around and wipe all that off. But yeah, and put a plaster on. But yeah, they come out really well using the Tammy drill. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This will be update 1, I suppose we call it. The other one was doing the project for Ron, but I'm going to call this update number 1. So, and yeah, my I can show you that. Where have they gone? My propeller shafts are actually done. Oh, there they are. Excuse me. I'm actually saying excuse me to myself, which is a bit stupid. I've already painted them. See what Run's done, how Run's done his propellers, and it was a good idea. But I've gone what I call the simpler method. This is what they look like. That's brass, and that's grey primer. So, and I'm not worried about the over paint, because that's going to be tucked into the shaft casing at the front. So yeah, I've already started. So that's actually done. I've got 2 like that, and I've also got in this little pack box, because it's going to be put away, I've also got the rudder cleaned up, and that works really well. And as Ron says, don't keep pushing it until you really want to fit it. So that's what I've done. But I have test fitted it, and it works. So that's the main thing. And they're in this box here like this. So that's it really. I've got a message from Greg come up on my phone. So that's the end of this one then. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy modelling.